Man must rise above the earth to the top of the atmosphere and beyond so that he can finally understand the world he lives in. So if you're also agreed by the same, you have come to the right place. So hello and welcome. This is Himanshi Kaushik, your host of the day, and I would want to welcome you all in today's webinar on opportunities in mechanical, aerospace, automobile, and mechatronics engineering. And I hope that you all are safe, doing fine and happy at wherever you're taking this webinar from. So before we know a lot more about engineering and aerospace and the knowledge we're going to get through the session, we have our expert with us today. So please allow me to introduce our expert. So we have Dr. Vijay sir, Dr. Vijay Kumar Singh, Dean, Head of School Mechanical Engineering with us. He is a magnetic personality with over 40 years of experience and has worked for 30 years in industries and 10 years in teaching as well. Dr. Singh has served in engineering and management institutes. He has over 32 papers published under his name and has patent also granted in his name. He has worked in renowned companies like McKinsey, Booz Allen, and many others as well. He also has conducted several MDPs at Ansal University, Gurugram, Tata Management Development Center, Jamshedpur. His area of work is wide and has resulted in optimum combination of having both an in-depth and a holistic view of industry and education system. He also had served and has experience of companies of repute like Tata Motors, Tata Steel, Mahindra, and many others. Sir, it is a pleasure for us to be here, to be able to hear you in the webinar. And sir, looking forward for an amazing session. And sir, I shall take no time now. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction, kind introduction, I will say. Let me start the webinar. I extend my warm welcome to all the participants. The topic of the webinar is opportunities in mechanical, mechatronics, automobile, and aerospace engineering. Let me first tell you about a little bit about our LPU's mechanical engineering department, where we offer BTech, MTech, as well as doctoral programs. Undergraduate programs are BTech Aerospace Engineering, BTech Mechanical Engineering, BTech Mechatronics, as well as BTech Automobile Engineering with Electric Vehicle Design, specialization in tie-up with Siemens. This is an industrial tie-up with Siemens, and it's a very value-added course, I will say, and very sought-after course. We have a postgraduate program in aerospace, MTech Aerospace Engineering, and doctoral program in, that is PhD program in mechanical engineering as well as aerospace engineering. A little bit about the achievements of our university. We have the World University ranking, where we overall globally under 1001 to 1200, and in India we are 36. In engineering, we are in the bracket of globally 601 to 601 to 800, and in India our standing is 10th. This is the ranking which I told you about, the World University ranking. And in national ranking, NIRF, our university in 2020 we were 78. Sorry, 2020 we were 78, and 2021 62 rank, and in NIRF 2022 ranking we are 47th. In engineering, in NIRF 2019, our rank was 125. Then in NRF 2020, we were 87th rank. Then NRF 2021, 66. And NRF 2022, 51st rank. So you can see that as a university, as well as in engineering, in both the field, we are climbing up gradually every year. I'm sure that we will be in top 10 in years to come. Let me start with the definition of mechanical engineering. It is a branch of engineering concerned primarily with induction of application of mechanics and with the production of machinery and their products. Another definition is the branch of engineering dealing with design, construction, and use of machines. Mechanical engineers make a difference. That's because mechanical engineering careers center on creating technologies to meet human needs. Virtually every product or services in modern life has probably been touched in some way by a mechanical engineer to help humankind. This includes solving today's problems and creating future solutions in healthcare, energy, transportation, world hunger, space exploration, climate change, and many more. Whatever you see, if you go to, you might have gone to any industry, you might have gone to aerodrome, you might have gone to railway stations, must have traveled, used some transportation method. You will find that mechanical engineering touches every aspect. Mechanical engineers are, I will say, the backbone of the present time. Being ingrained in many challenges and innovations across many fields means a mechanical engineering education is versatile. To meet this broad demand, mechanical engineers may design a component, a machine, a system, or a process. What does it mean is that you can see that a particular component, say nut bolt or a small gadget in your home, a machine, it may be a small machine or it may be a big machine like stamping machines in automotives or a big blast furnace in a steel plant. A system is something which combines many items. So if you see, I can give you an examples of system that say, for example, a steel plant. The final product may be a rail line or a seat or a wire or saria, we say, just for example. But this comes from right from, excavating the iron ore and other allied materials which is required there to putting it into a blast furnace. From there, it comes out as an output from blast furnace is basically from raw material to pig iron, and that pig iron goes to a steel plant where it is converted into steel. Iron is converted into steel, and from that steel, we further process it in mills to give it a particular shape. Its shape may be a seat, it may be a saria, it may be a rail, anything. So this is the example of a system. Or a process. Process, you all know that the steps which we follow, which the example which I gave just now is example of process also. This ranges from the macro to micro, from the largest systems like steel plants, power plants. You might have seen that a steel plant generally covers a big, huge area in acres. A power plant also relatively small, but it also covers a big area. A lot of systems, a lot of processes are there. Solar plants, cars and satellites to the smallest component like sensors and switches. Anything that needs to be manufactured, indeed, anything with moving parts needs the expertise of a mechanical engineer. That shows the versatility which a mechanical engineer has. Mechanical engineers have an enormous range of opportunity. Disciplines within mechanical engineers include, but are not limited to, I have given here few, soon here something, but that is not exhaustive, just indicative. Like a mechanical engineers has opportunity in acoustics, in aerospace, in automation, automotives, autonomous systems, biotechnology, composites, computer-aided design, control systems, materials, design, energy, ergonomics, human health, manufacturing, mechanics, nanotechnology, production, robotics, and structures. So you can see that it covers all the type of areas. Many areas I have not covered here. For example, materials itself, there are many types of material, like a steel, like you can say that aluminum. You all know that there are many titanium, copper. These are the wide areas within the area which I have explained to you. Energy, you may have, thermal energy, you may have hydro energy, you may have solar energy, you may have nuclear energy. So within these titles, there are subtitles which makes it a very, very huge, enormous area for and opportunities for a mechanical engineer to get a job. Now I'm coming to mechatronics engineer. Mechatronics is relatively new. It's not very new, but it's relatively new area. It is an interdisciplinary area of engineering that combines mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and electronics engineering, and computer sciences. So mechatronics is a very unique branch where you have knowledge of all these areas. And I will say very exciting also, in the sense that you can contribute even in mechanical, electrical, electronics, and computer sciences. Now I come to, where do mechatronics professionals work? They work in mining, quarrying, and oil and gas extraction, public administration, finance and insurance, manufacturing, management of companies and enterprises, transportation and warehousing, accommodation and food services, construction, healthcare and social assistance, retail trade, arts, entertainment and recreation, and the last one mentioned here is educational services. As I told you, this is not an exhaustive list. Few of the areas we have taken here. You think of anything and you will feel that mechatronics is there. Say, for example, in automobile, earlier we used to, open or close gate based on manually, but due to in the entry of mechatronics, we have automated. You will find many cars where the doors and dickies are being opened based on the sensor. They realize that yes, you are there, and it opens and it closes, provided you have the required access with you. For example, the required key or something. So this is one example which I gave you, which gives the idea that how mechatronics has become useful. You can see that in most of the developed countries now, in the jobs where repetitiveness is there, or where the environment is very hot or cold, where that for human, they have started using robots. Countries like Europe, US, Japan, where basically the population is low and they need more human power. So they have started using more and more of robotics. So this is one area where mechatronics engineers are very much required. In Japan, even, the hotels, they have started serving through robots. So that's the power of, you can say that mechatronics, which is being used in making robots and making it in such a way that it serves the purpose for which it is there. Mechatronics specialists may use the following job titles: automotive engineer, control system engineer, data logging engineer, instrumentation engineer, project engineer, software engineer, systems engineer, service engineer. This is, again, as I told you, that it depends upon where you get the job. Job is available for mechatronics in almost all industries, whether it is metal industry, whether it is telecommunication, whether it is food processing, whether it is electronics, whether it is a robotics company. Everywhere mechatronics specialists are required nowadays. So based on their job, there is few titles I have given, but you may have different titles in different companies based on your role. These are some name of the companies which deal with mechatronics. They are big giant. Names of a few mechatronics companies are written here. You can see here on the screen, that is Siemens AG, Germany, ABB Limited, Switzerland, Emerson Electric Company, US, General Electric Company, US, Schneider Electric SE, France, Honeywell International Incorporated, US, Mitsubishi Electric Corporation, Japan, Yokogawa Electric, Japan, Rockwell Automation Incorporated, US. These are few names I have given. There are many others which has not been mentioned here due to lack of paucity of time. But these companies, although they are from other countries, but they have offices in India. So most of them, for example, Siemens is there in India, ABB is in big way in India, Asia Brown Boveri, and Emerson is in India, General Electric is in India, Schneider is in India, Honeywell is in India, Mitsubishi Electric is in India. So most of them are in India, although they belong to their parent companies in Europe or America, US or Japan, but they all have their presence in India. So there is a lot of opportunities. And looking at the way government is trying to invite companies for becoming a $5 trillion country, they have opened the door in a big way, and I'm sure that more and more companies will come to India, and more jobs for mechatronics, mechanical, and other branches like aerospace and automobile will be generated in times to come. I will say for us engineers. Next is a branch which is called automobile engineering. It is, the definition is here. Automobile engineering is a branch of engineering which teaches manufacturing, designing, mechanical mechanisms, as well as operations of automobiles. It is an introduction to vehicle engineering which deals with cars, buses, trucks, motorcycles, etc. This is really a very exciting area because for over a decade, for over a century, we see automobiles. And automobiles have come to a stage now where they have become autonomous. And the crisis of fuel crisis, which started impending from 1970, has forced the automobile engineers to work on conserving energy. That means that using less energy for more mileage, and also more comfort to the car owner and those who are using it. So automobile engineering has come up in a big way, and it is changing also. For example, you must have heard about electric vehicles, which are now becoming a buzzword in the sense that, for example, in India, government has given a lot of subsidy, etc., to those who buy it and those who make it. And there is another opportunities coming up, which is the use of fuel of hydrogen as fuel. So these are the recent trends which are coming up. And in safety area also, a lot of work is being done by automobile engineers. Earlier there was no, that NCAP, but now you can see that the cars which are made in India, for example, made by Tatas and Mahindras and many other companies, they are 5-star rating, which is the maximum rating a car can get. These are the things which makes automobile engineering really very exciting. It's an exciting area, I will say. So what do automotive engineers do? Automotive engineers work with other professionals to enhance the technical performance, aesthetics, and software components of vehicles. Common responsibilities of an automotive engineer include designing and testing various components of vehicles, including fuel technologies and safety systems. Some automotive engineers also work in the after-sales care of vehicles, making repairs and inspections. They can work on both the interiors and exteriors components of vehicles. Common duties of an automotive engineer include preparing design specifications, plans, and detailed drawings, researching, developing, and producing new vehicles and subsystems, investigating instances of product failures, preparing cost estimates for current or new vehicles, assessing the safety and environmental aspects of an automobile project. This area of automobile is really exciting. You can see every year the companies are coming up with new models due to competition, and that new models incorporates more and more of new features. And all these are being designed by automotive engineers or automobile engineers. Here I am listing few of the top automobile engineering companies in India. Again, this is only OEM, original equipment manufacturers. To support them, there are thousands of other companies, ancillaries, who supply individual parts of automotive to these companies. So this is a very big ecosystems, automotive. And I read somewhere that, for example, if one truck comes out or one vehicles come out, it gives services or it gives opportunities of employment generation of 25 people. That sort of big job opportunity it offers. So the top automobile engineering companies in India are Tata Motors, Maruti Suzuki, Mahindra and Mahindra, Hyundai Motors India, Honda Car, Hero Motor Corp Limited, Bajaj Auto Limited, TVS Motor Company Limited, Kia Motors, Eicher Motors. Again, there are many other companies which came and which has left, which I have not mentioned here. For example, General Motors, Ford, they were all in India, but Daewoo earlier. So they are no more here because they could not cope with the competition. But I'm sure that they must be looking at new avenues to come into India again, because the market is huge in India and there is a lot of export opportunities from India to other nations, where our government's policies basically encourage other companies to come over here and capture the big market. We are the largest population in the world now. So the internal consumption itself is very big, as well as they can export also. Few names, big names of luxury cars is not there. For example, BMW is in India. I have not mentioned it here, but I'm just telling you, BMW, Mercedes, who are basically these two German companies, and Audi, the three are here in India. So Volvo is here in India. So you name it, the all big names you will find in India. Now I'm coming to aerospace engineering. The definition of aerospace engineering is that aerospace engineering is a primary field of engineering concerned with the development of aircraft and spacecraft. It has two major and overlapping branches: aeronautical engineering and astronautical engineering. Avionics engineering is similar but deals with the electronic side of aerospace engineering. So aerospace engineering is a versatile and a very, fastly growing, rapidly growing branch of engineering. You can understand that the number of airlines in India is big, and it is day by day increasing. And recently you must have heard about that Air India, which was earlier with government and which has been basically taken over by Tata's. Originally it was a Tata company, Air India, but long back in 50s, it was nationalized and taken by government. But government again sold it recently because of it was becoming very sick company. They could not run it properly, government. So they have given it to private company, and Tata offered it to private companies, and Tata gave a bid where that was attractive to government to give them. And they are planning to buy more than 452 airplane from Boeing and Airbus. So that shows, and also in coming years, they have extended the offer that they may go up to more than 800 airplane. So that shows that how big the market is, that even one airline is having this much, and that is the biggest number which has been order given by an Indian company in the world. Students pursuing aerospace engineering courses have opportunities in research and development, maintenance, monitoring, and quality control for handling aircrafts, rocket and rocket launchers, satellites, etc. So it is an exciting area in the sense that if you see that the sky or the space, there are a lot of competition is going on. Earlier it was NASA, but SpaceX has come, and from India, ISRO has become a very big name in the world for launching of rockets. Companies offering jobs to aerospace engineering are Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, Civil Aviation Department, airlines, for example, Air India, Indigo, SpiceJet, Go Air, and many more are there, which name I have not mentioned here, but there are many more. Tata Advanced Systems, Mahindra Aerospace, Taneja Aerospace, L&T, Samtel Avionics, Aeronautical Development Agency, ADA, Aeronautical Development Establishment, ADE, and National Aerospace Laboratory, NAL. So these are the few names which I have given. Other than that, there are many small and medium companies who have come up in India, and many companies from abroad are coming into India because of the astronomical growth they see in India in aerospace engineering. Career for aerospace engineers are aerodynamic engineers, aeronautical engineers, aircraft design engineers, aircraft engineers, astronautical engineers, flight systems test engineers, flight test engineers, rocket engineers, wind tunnel engineers. These are the few career we have shown, but there are many others like documentation. For documentation, they need people. For maintenance, they need people, and they gave it different designation based on the requirements. So this is all I had for today. And I'm thanking you all for joining me. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much. I believe all the queries regarding aerospace and what students can do have been resolved. And sir, your way of explanation is really, really appreciated. And it has been very, very insightful of a presentation that you have given to us, sir. And sir, with this, with your permission, can we take up a few of the queries that we've got regarding aerospace?
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, sir, there's one question. An attendee wants to know what all the daily responsibilities of an aerospace engineer would be.
See, this, as I told you, that the aerospace engineering has different roles you have to play. And it all depends upon that. For example, if you are in an aerospace company, which is producing aeroplane, say, I gave the Boeing name and Airbus name. So if somebody is working there, then his area depends on, the many things, like he may be in planning, to plan that how, so for example, I gave the idea that India has this Tatas have given taken over Air India, and they are going for order of 452 number of airplane. So this will be finally made at Airbus or Boeing. So there they have to plan it, that because they get orders from all across the world. This is a monopoly sort of business in the sense that only 2-3 companies make aeroplanes in the world. So the person there as aerospace engineer has different roles. For example, he may be in planning, to plan that how much number they will make today, or they may be in procurement, that the components from where it will come. So there will be a purchase engineer there. They may be in design, for example, that how to design the cell, outer cell. They may be in manufacturing of engines. So their role are different in different parts which is to be made for making an aerospace. So an aerospace engineer in a company has different roles, and as per their roles given to him, their designation comes.
Thank you, sir. I believe the question regarding this aerospace engineer student might have resolved the query of them. Sir, is there a second question, sir? Is there a total stability in terms of job opportunities in aerospace engineering?
It's there. Basically, if you see, as I told you, that the scenario had changed drastically in India. India has certainly becomes, that very big area, big market for all the airlines. And as since we are not producing airplanes, but government, they are going for, that the 5th generation and 6th generation fighter planes. We are developing our, as per the plan of the Prime Minister, Make in India plan. We are going to make, or we are planning to make our, which will come out maybe in 3-4 years. That is in design stage, and a very big development has taken place. So those fighter jets, when it will make in Hall, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, lot of people will get job there, and stability is a government area, so it's stable. There are many private companies, they have come into India where they make components for example, Boeing is being made in US, but there are many Tatas, they have tied up with Tatas in India, and they are making some component of Boeing in India that will be, and like that, they're all across the world, the companies are there where they make components. And so there is stability. For example, documentation, it's a big thing in any, for any aerospace people. Lot of documentation works are there, and they get revised also. So the opportunity is there for the job. So it's a very stable area, I will say. The maintenance of aircrafts, they have to do that maintenance, and their job is always there.
Okay. And sir, same related question from Krishika Sureka, and she wants to know that she has to choose between computer science and aeronautics, but people around her always tell that CS will give you more money. So, so what do you have to say on this, sir?
See, let me tell you one thing. I'm not going to tell that she should choose which branch, because finally she should listen to her own heart, that what I need to do. The money is everywhere. I'm telling you, whatever branch you take, if you are doing well there, the money is not a constraint. Take it any branch, I'm telling you, not only these two which we are comparing, but I will say that aerospace is more exciting at the moment.
Okay, sir, we have last but not the least. There is a question from M. Ferraro, and he wants to know what are the qualifications to become an aeronautical engineer.
You have to have the first, that you should pass inter in science, physics, chemistry, maths, and wherever it is, the opportunity in LPU is very good. I will say that we have a very good infrastructure, labs, etc. in LPU. We have, in fact, a real plane in our labs, innovation center you might have seen there. So that's all. If you have inter passed 60% and above, you can apply and get admitted here.
Okay, I believe, thank you so much, sir, for resolving queries of our attendees. And I believe because there are no queries regarding the topic that we have discussed today. Okay, I think all the queries have been resolved, sir. And thank you so much for crediting your time, for giving us valuable information. And I hope they've enjoyed the session like I have. And sir, with your permission, can I go and tell them about a little bit about admission process as well?
Please do that.
Okay, sir, just in a moment, I'll be sharing my screen.
Should I stop my sharing?
Yes, sir, you can, sir. Yeah, okay, sir, yeah. Okay, I believe my screen is visible to all the attendees now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much for confirming. Okay, so students, since sir has resolved all the queries regarding your all the process that you have gone through while in the webinar, I am going to cater you about the admission queries. Okay, so one thing, the most important thing is where you can actually apply and what is the site. So we have our site and it's very little, lpu.in. You just have to go to lpu.in in your Google or any browser that you follow. Okay, and after that, this will be the interface that will be given to you. Now, this interface does provide you everything that is ongoing in the LPU campus, and that will be going on maybe, and that has gone. Okay, so it will be giving you all the past, present, and future things related to the LPU. Okay, now things, so we need to go to the admission part. So once we click on this admission part, you can see whole segregated form of the programs that are available in LPU. You can see after 12th, after graduation, post graduation, doctoral, 10th, diplomas, online education, etc. Now since there is one student who was little confused whether what she can choose, right? So there is an option of Disha in here. When you click on admissions, this is a psychometric test. You can also take this test, and after money thing and after all the things that people say to you, you can actually choose what you want and what you are good at. So you can also try this Disha psychometric test to know what you're good at. Okay, now let's go back, let's come back to the portion that we wanted to know. And okay, for example, we will be taking an example of let's say a student who wanted to be an aerospace engineer, right? So what do you need to do? You need to just have, as sir told, in your 12th grade you need to have a certain qualification. So where you can find that qualification? From here. So let's say you wanted an undergraduate program, right, after 12th. So we have selected after 12th an undergraduate program. Now you can see all the disciplines are visible in here, right? Engineering, computer science, agriculture, food tech, every discipline that LPU provides is visible to you in here. Now we will simply choose engineering here, and once you choose engineering, you can see all the streams that are visible to you. All will be provided by LPU. Now, since we were talking about aerospace, so let's take an example of aerospace engineering. So once we click on aerospace, you can see we have BTech Aerospace Engineering. Now we click on that, and there you can find your eligibility. As sir told that you have to have at least 60% aggregate marks in your 12th. So this is all mentioned in here, and you need to have at least a test qualified. Either it is CUET or LPU NEST test conducted by LPU University. Okay, so this is how you can find your eligibility. Now there will be something, the highlights of the course that you can find from highlight portion in here. Once you click on the highlight, you can see all the placements, what all the salaries our students have got, how many research has been done, what all patents that we have received, and what all the books that we have published. All the highlights will be given to you on your screen once you click on highlight option. Now we also have our student achievements as well. What all students have achieved while being in that particular course have also been mentioned here. Okay, now the most important thing for a student when they apply for a course is ranking of the institute. You can check the rankings here. You can see we have got 51st NIRF ranking in here, and all the other rankings you can just directly check on our website. Now the most unusual and interesting thing that LPU does provide, and it is a curriculum that is given to you beforehand you apply for the course. You can see for the whole 4 years you have you can already see that what all topics you will be taught in your course. You can see first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. These are all the topics that you will be taught, and you can actually make a disciplined decision whether you want to take up a course or not. And after that, the most hot topic of a course, and that is fee structure. So once you click on the fee structure, you'll be given the fee portal in here, and you can see that your fee will be 1,20,000 per semester. But after that, our students does not really pay 1,20,000 per semester. They actually get a lot of scholarships in here, so you can check out all the scholarships here based on your 12th grade, based on your JEE mains or LPU NEST score. Okay, so after all these scholarships can provide you up to 50% of program fee waiver, and your fee can be reduced to 60,000 per semester. And now, if, for example, you were not able to get any of the scholarship from all these categories that I have just mentioned, you can simply click on other scholarships as well. So we do provide other scholarships. And once you click on here, you can see other scholarships, and whether you're eligible for a scholarship or not, you can just check in here. And if you're eligible for any scholarship, you can directly apply. All the information will be given under this. Now, this main and most important thing is important dates. What all are the important dates of a course? You can see that last date of examination is 4th May 2023. So students start applying for the test because it's not too far now. So until 4th May, you can apply for the test, and your result will be displayed on 6th of May. Okay, and after 4th May, you might not be able to get your favorite course. So please start applying for the test and the course as soon as possible. And after that, you will be having your online counseling sessions as scheduled, and all the dates are given here already. Now, the most important thing is how you can apply. You simply click on apply now. There will be bare minimum requirements that will be asked from you, like, for example, your name, gender, address, your mobile number. And once you click on submit, you will be given your dashboard, and from there you can apply for the course. Okay, now I believe all the queries regarding admission process, how you can take admission, have been clear. Now, let's say you are having any other queries after all of these. So you can actually WhatsApp us from our site. You can actually schedule a call with us and have a live video counseling session as well. Also, there's an option for a student who cannot come and visit our campus. You can have 360-degree view of our campus from a device. Okay, and now, last but not the least, you can find our number at the bottom of our website. These are the numbers. You can directly call us and have our counselors talk to you, and they can resolve all your queries. So I believe all the questions regarding admissions have been clear, and we're waiting for any question. If you have any question, you can just post in your Q&A box. Okay, since we're not getting any questions, sir, then I shall take permission from our, of course, sir, and all the attendees to wrap the webinar up, sir. Can I?
Yes, it was wonderful interacting with you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. And same, sir. Same to you, sir. Okay, sir. Then thank you to all the participants and all the attendees. And thank you, sir, for joining in the webinar. And I hope you have all enjoyed the session. So until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you for joining in the webinar.
Bye.